The home of Ant and Dec. Here's to a Saturday night takeaway of 3 points for the away team. Tyneside versus the West Midlands, Steve McLaren and Remy Gard. There are still 22 games remaining, so time to get out of trouble, but the recovery has to start soon against a team 10 points above the visitors in the table. Returning to the punditry chair in our studio, a man born in the northeast, but who became an Aston Villa legend, excelling as both a player and a manager for the club. Brian, welcome back.
Nice to see you, Jack. As ever.
Yeah, nice to see you. It's crunch time, isn't it? Over the Christmas period.
Yeah, I mean, and the crunch is even more so because of the games that there are, the teams that there are, I should say. It is an opportunity to make a lot of ground quickly, which right now is a target which I'm sure the team have talked about and think about and will work on and talk about. I think in an ideal world, you want that result very early in the piece to give you the confidence to really take the other games on. So it's a massive period. Christmas always is a deciding. It always has this. There's that reputation around this time of year.
Yeah, especially so this year.
Yeah,
for us,
especially so this year. But there's always that reputation around this time of year that this. Even though it's a 2-week period, it can, in everybody's eyes, decide what's going to happen. So, and the nature of the 3 or 4 games, 3 of the 4 games especially so, are games which will go a long way to making people happy or a little more sad, perhaps.
You've met Remy Gard. Mm-hmm. What qualities do his team now need to show to try and get these results and hold themselves at the table?
I think from the manager's point of view, he has the small problems he have is, he's still coming to terms with who the players really are. I signed players here who in pre-season ended up playing a completely different position to what I signed them on because you watched on the training ground, you have a few weeks to practice on things. So every game is, in the first 5 or 6 games, it's almost like pre-season for him, which is quite difficult because of the situation more than anything else. I believe he wants to play and wants to pass the ball around because he believes that's the strength of his players. I still think, system-wise, there's room for trying a slightly different system. And hopefully everybody was fit, then he will be aware of what his best system was and what his best team is by now. And that best team needs to win him a game of football. He knows he needs a win more than anybody else. Nobody has to tell him that. That win will give him and his players an unbelievable amount of belief and desire to kick on from there.
Given the problems and the defeats they've experienced here at Villa Park, could it be a good thing that 3 of the next 4 crucial matches are away from home?
Well, you can switch it around and say the team under most pressure is the home team in many respects. They will look at it right now. As a club, we go to those games at the bottom of the table. So it's a game that their fans and their people and their players will all be saying, if we win this one, we're pulling further and further away from one of the teams down there. So yes, they're under pressure to come up with a result. And therein therefore lies the fact that I believe that the game plan has to be something everybody believes in, everybody can buy into, and everybody can genuinely feel they'll get a result from.
The last time we sat here was for the Sunderland game. What was it, at the end of August? Who would have thought we'd only have 2 more points? But that's the way it goes. Yeah. We're heading up to the northeast, and are you looking forward to going to St James's Park?
Absolutely, yeah. It'd be great to go up. I get an opportunity to pop in and see my mum, which would be nice.
She'll be pleased about that.
But yeah, looking forward to the game, and hopefully the lads will be ready for it.
Hopefully she'll remember your Christmas present. Sure she will. Brian, thanks very much indeed. Much more analysis over on ABTV. Brian back with me for live commentary of all the action at St James's Park. We'll see you then.